We all know it's a good idea to get a case for your iPhone or put your laptop in a special bag when you're traveling, but there's a lot more you can do to help protect your devices and the data they hold. If you or your family have left a holiday period with a stocking full of high-tech goodies, here are my 5 essential tools for ensuring your devices live long, happy and safe lives. VPNs. VPNs are often spoken about as if they're some kind of silver bullet for online privacy. Install one and you'll magically become absolutely untraceable. That's not necessarily true. A VPN hides your location and IP address and makes what you're doing invisible to anyone looking at your internet connection. And it does this by encrypting all of your traffic. But anything you put online can still be linked to you if you give away personal info or link stuff to social media profiles. However, I would say that a VPN is the easiest first step to improving your online privacy. By using one, your internet or mobile data provider won't be able to see what you're looking at, which also means you'll avoid any censorship or website bans they have in place. VPNs are great for people who often connect to unsecured public Wi-Fi, and nowadays loads of them come with extra features like malware detection and ad blocking, so you might get a nice little extra in there as well.
Nice.
A cool side effect of using a VPN is that you can actually access streaming content from other countries too. If I'm in the US, for example, I can make it look like I'm in the UK and watch BBC iPlayer like I was back at home. I'm actually in New York.
New York City.
Of course, there are good and bad VPNs out there, so definitely don't sign up to the first one you see. There are tons of good ones to pick from though, so to learn more, you can check out my in-depth guide to the best VPNs linked in the description. Password managers. The humble string of characters you call your password is arguably the most important thing when it comes to stopping people accessing your info. If someone has one of yours, there's no sophisticated hack or data collection necessary. They can literally just walk right through the door. That's why using a unique password for every single thing you create an account for online is essential. Think of it like this. You might not really care about an account you made when you were buying a Christmas candle online for your mum. But if that candle website is hacked and you use the same password and email combination that you use for your Facebook, anyone with that information can access your Facebook. Then they can use that to access any site or app you've used your Facebook to sign in with. That's not ideal.
Oh no.
Obviously, you can't remember dozens, hundreds, possibly even thousands of unique passwords. So setting up your password manager that's linked across all your devices is the best and really only way of keeping up good password hygiene. There are tons of good ones out there to pick from, and there's a link to our guide on choosing one in the description. Parental controls. This one's going to depend on your living situation, but if you've got kids, I highly recommend setting up some kind of parental control software on their devices. When they're getting into their teens, most kids now are going to expect to have their own device that they can use mostly unsupervised. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with that, but without some restrictions, that does mean they'll have access to absolutely everything on the internet. There are 3 main features that parental control tools consist of. Firstly, you can adjust how many hours your children can spend on a device. This is great for making sure they're not staying up all night on TikTok, and you can make sure there's time for other things like homework, reading, drawing, sports, whatever they're into. Secondly, App Store management is a really simple way of making sure they're not blowing all their pocket money, or worse, maxing out your credit card, on scam games and loot boxes. It can also help them develop an understanding of the value of money, so when they're old enough to be unrestricted, hopefully they'll be more responsible. Finally, they make it really easy to either blanket block inappropriate sites from a predetermined blacklist, or you can select particular sites that your kids can or can't access. There's a huge range of options here as well, and how you use these tools is entirely down to your parenting style and your kid's age. But having the option there is the perfect way to get some peace of mind that they're safe online. Our guide to the best is linked below. Antivirus. 15 years ago, antivirus probably would have been top of this list by a country mile, but we've seen great leaps forward when it comes to built-in antivirus software like Windows Defender and Google Play Protect. However, there's still a noticeable difference between a freebie like Windows Defender and a premium product like Bitdefender, Norton or Avast. With these paid-for antivirus products, you have the peace of mind that a dedicated team is constantly countering new threats. As we know, cybercrime is advancing at an alarming rate, so it feels good to stay as protected as possible. When it comes to mobile devices, especially Android, antivirus software can be even more important. There's a really wide variety of Android versions, and while Google Play Protect is okay, third-party antivirus and malware protection tools are genuinely far more powerful. It's also important to remember that almost all of us are using our phones for way more than just calling people. You've got your banking, calendars, healthcare apps, gaming, photos, videos, probably more on there. For me, I'm not risking that. If you want to see which one we rank best, check out our roundup of the best antivirus in the description. Insurance. Okay, so this one's a little bit different, but I highly recommend sorting out insurance for your new devices. You never know when you might smash your phone screen or have a bag stolen in public, and it doesn't have to cost the world either. In fact, before you start seeking out dedicated plans, it's well worth seeing if your bank, credit card, even home insurance offers cover for your gadgets. Check out all your policies to see if there are any cheap add-ons, but do make sure to check out standalone plans too, because they might still be cheaper. Regardless of what provider you go for, make sure you know exactly what you want from your plan. For families, you want a multi-device policy, and some policies only cover devices less than maybe 6 months old. Others have massive excesses in lieu of a low monthly rate, so make sure you read the small print and that you totally understand what you're buying. There are honestly so many options on the market, so I'd really recommend using a comparison site to check the best and the policies that suit you. In the UK, I've always found that Go Compare is reliable. Go Compare! But there are plenty of others you may prefer where you are. And that rounds up the 5 essential tools you need to set up on any new device. Pick wisely, and you shouldn't end up paying more than about $15 a month. And those subscriptions can probably cover most, if not all, of your current devices too. Enjoy the rest of your holidays, and thanks for watching.